YouTube is the second most visited website in the world. It's the most visited social media platform in the world. It's the second biggest search algorithm in the world. So I don't like position number 2. When I play a game, I always want to be number 1. But when you're 3 times that high ranking, they must do something good. Okay. First of all, you need 4 questions to answer for every YouTube channel. To be honest, even for your LinkedIn profile, for your Pinterest account, whatever you make, there are 4 basic questions. And first of all is, what is it about? That's your first question you have to ask. About what going to be my social media channel. Second of all is, for whom I'm making it. Is it for man, woman, ages? Because everybody has a different history. Schools are different, ages are different. People from my age, I'm getting 50 this week, from my age are totally different thinking about the internet. It's a big, ugly animal. So when you focus on that group, you have to reach them in a different way. So that's very important. Always ask yourself, who are the people I want to reach? That doesn't matter that the rest will not follow you or will not gain anything for what you do, but you always have to be target spot on. How better you know that, how easy it's going to be. Number 3 is, why should people follow your channel? The why. Why should I follow your channel? Because YouTube is still young. There's a lot of people. There are like 500,000 minutes every minute that they upload worldwide. So it's a big number, but still, actually, it's not that big if you look to all the video consuming in the world: cinema, Netflix, Disney, whatever. So it's still not that big. So there's plenty of room for everybody to be authentic with your own content. So why should they follow you? Are you experienced? Are you funny? Are you whatever? It doesn't matter. Be yourself. And then number 4 is, how are you different than the other channel? Okay, there are plenty of people talking about social media, right? So what makes me different? Okay, first of all, I'm very funny, so that's a big difference. Very experienced. I'm living in the digital world in the early 80s. Early 90s, right? So I've seen all the changes. I'm writing a book for the moment, actually, about all the changes since 2011 up to now. So I know where it's coming from or where it go to. That's a different, okay? Does that mean I know more or better? No, it's different. That's it. So why should people always follow you? And when you have answers for those questions, then we talk about your about section, okay? So that's where you're going to write down those 4 questions. My content, my video content will be about this. I am that. I'm going to even, you hear that a lot in YouTube channels, like, hi, every week I do this, or every 2 months I do this, or every Wednesday at midday, this is my action. Okay. So that's the only thing you need to put in there. You have about 500 characters to use, right? Over 1,000, 500,000. No. Anyway, not that many. For me, it's about the same as my LinkedIn profile. Okay. Both channel on the 2 channels, you can be very professional. You can use it to get to your clients, to get real-time information, and so on. So for me, it's about the same description that I use in my LinkedIn and my YouTube. Okay. Then your header. Keep it simple. Tell in your header what it's about. Okay. And in the name, you need the rest of your content. So like, I'm a growth hacker, all right, and my name. I'm running my business for the first time in 30 years. I'm using my own name for my business. And I'm giving tips and tricks about growth hacking. That's my channel about. So everybody who's landing on my channel, they know straight away, that's it. And just a basic background, because your header, it's on television, on smartphone, and on tablet. And it needs to be working on every one. And that's very hard with one big picture or people in a crowd. You're going to cut off heads, and it's difficult. So the easy one is just take one easy picture with one basic. Of course, we made it in Canvas. Okay. Then, so the name, it's important that it's all in the name. In 2008, I see you start chat. Why did you start it?
It's okay, Peter. You can answer later. You can answer later.
Okay. Yeah, distraction. So you use the name of your channel. If it's about healthy foods and you want to work around your name, try a combination. There's plenty of room to have a big name. Okay, so use that space. Okay, that's just the basic you need to do for every channel you want to start. Okay, then we're going to go in the backend. That means you're going to go to your own channel in the backend. That's hit your picture and you go to YouTube Studio. That's where the magic happens. Of course, in your about section, you're always going to use keywords. Okay, I suppose you all have some keywords about yourself. Then in the backend, the magic wand, okay, the customization, that's the first one we're gonna tackle. There's a couple of things you need to set right over there. It's not much, it's a one-time effort you have to do. What do you have to make is a channel for people who haven't subscribed, first-time visitors. Again, 4 questions. Put it in the video. Why should I follow you? What content you're going to bring me? What will you teach me? Or do I have to be there because you're a stand-up comedian? Doesn't matter why, but tell people why they should follow you, what's different, and why they should subscribe. Then the second one is a video that's important for you or your second-time visitors, third time, fifth time. Of course, for me, because I'm using YouTube as a tool more and more, I'm teaching quite a lot around it in Dutch then this time. So for me, it's a very important video. So think about what's like the most question people ask you. You want to make it to yourself, say, hey, that's the basic question. You know what? I have a good video about it with all the information in it. So think about what's the second important video you should make, right? I'm going to swipe. If I see everybody nodding of yes, I don't see everybody. So, okay. Right. So that's pretty simple. So make a video specific for that idea, right? Then let's talk about branding. Of course, a nice picture of yourself or your channel, your logo, whatever. But people like people. So even if you have a business, it's always smart to use a smiling face. There's plenty of proof that people react positive on a smiling face, even a smiley in your chat. Okay, so but then the banner image, you can change it here, and when you change it, I don't have one ready now, I suppose. I will show you. Nah. So it will show you what is visible on the smartphone. So there's just a little space for your text. Actually, it's 1/3 above and below, and a little bit more to the right than in the middle. If you center your text, the easy way to do that is you take a picture the first time with your text in it, with a lot of details. So you see when you upload it, right? At that moment, you will see, is that picture correct? How much do I have to switch in Canva, my text up, down, smaller, bigger, and be sure it's readable on every device, right? And then the video watermark, that's a little button. Usually we use a template of our logo, but of course the smart thing to do is just Google YouTube subscribe button. It has to be square, right? Just go to Google subscription button, click on pictures PNG. So it's a background that's invisible, transparent, and then you have all the time that little button, subscribe to my channel. And when people move over there, there will be a pop-up to subscribe on your channel. Okay. Can you put there anything? Of course, feel free to put up there whatever you want. But of course, logic, we want more subscribers. We want more reach with our channel. So first of all, how You ask them, tell them, show them, subscribe, a more chance they will act on that. All right. So in the studio, customization, branding, most important, and the picture, but when you go to it, it's 2048 pixels to 1152 pixels for the size if you want that. But it's noted over here. There's not one basic ready for in Canva, so you have to put create from 0. You have six megabyte and high resolution, please. Okay. For your website, you use low resolution, but for YouTube, because about 70% of the people start watching YouTube on the television. All right, we have 4K television. The upload is 4K, so that means it's going to be a little bit stretched. So use a good quality of picture and text. All right. Then the basic information. That's where you can add your description, and you can do that in multiple languages. Okay, I speak Dutch originally. I live in France, so I speak a little bit of French. I do speak English, so actually I should put it in 3 languages. For the moment, all my videos are in Dutch, so that's why it's only in Dutch. And then the links, the first one, you can read completely. So that means in your header, when you go to your channel on the right-hand bottom, you will see icons where you can click to some social media channel, to your website, to anything you want. So the first one, you can read completely the first words. Okay. For me, it's a Facebook group where I give a lot of pointers and everything. It's free to join, free to stay, and free to use the knowledge. So that's my number 1. Number 2, start YouTube, my LinkedIn, of course, and the website. You can add up to 5 links. Up to 5. Do you use a lot of Instagram? You put your Instagram in it. Do you have a group anywhere? Do you have landing pages? Whatever you think is useful to set up in that section, go ahead and do it. Okay. So for the people, if you don't find it back, just take print screens. It's easy backwards if you want to go back and take a look where are we somewhere in the thing. So here you can switch how many you want to show. Basic, you put it up 5, and I suppose everybody has 5 connections to make on a website. Google My Business, I don't know, anything. And then, of course, an email address. If you have a business email, use that one over there, not your Gmail, where your account basically is made with. All right. Any questions about this in between? No, I see nodding of no, and I see some pictures, so no idea. All right. Then the next one is down here, that little circle, flower circle, I don't know, tandwieleken. How do you say it in Dutch, in English? I don't know, no idea.
Kok. COG.
COG, all right. So general, well, as a currency when you have a lot of followers, so you can make some money. You can put in here your keywords, okay? YouTube is different with keywords. You have the keywords about your channel, okay? Is it healthy food? Don't be afraid to use the word healthy food, new healthy food, all in one hashtag, because YouTube is counting your characters you use for your tags, for your keywords. Okay, but that it's about your complete channel. Okay, not every video. So that means later on we're going to check out the videos. Every video needs more keywords and hashtags than you need in your description of your channel. So that's just for your channel, not for every video. All right. I think it's up to 500 characters you can use. The rest is not so important. Make sure you don't set it up for, yes, this is made for children. That means you will use your videos on YouTube Kids. Okay. most of us are not, we don't make videos for YouTube kids, so don't make that mistake. I made it in the beginning. And the rest here is not really important. That's when you grow bigger, you're going to need to set up that, but that's about it. Okay, then the upload default. Upload default, you can say, all right, every title starts with, well, depending on which country. Elena. So title, of course, we're always going to come up with the smart title. It's very important. Your title and your thumbnail are two different things. Okay, they support each other. So the title, I don't put in a basic tab. Or if you know, hey, I work about Forex, so every video is about Forex. Go ahead, drop it in it. Don't be afraid. But the description, that one is important because it's a channel who doesn't mind. You use links, not like Instagram, not like LinkedIn, not like Facebook. They don't like links. They want everybody to stay on the platform. YouTube is completely different. They don't mind. You send them away to somewhere else. Okay? So again, your social media links, your landing pages, your website, everything that's relevant has to be in every description. So for me, it's always the basic sales pitch. Do you want to learn more about YouTube and how to use it? So go to start to YouTube. But do you want to know more what I can do for you or your company? My basic website. Well, it's not even the correct one. All right, I have a social media group on Facebook. Don't start it. It's hard work and doesn't pay off that much, to be honest. And then, of course, the connection. So don't be afraid. I have a basic Word file with the description in it. So every new video I make, I have to create some extra content. Always going to use that one. So I am sure every time, all the time, that's in my description. Okay? Very important. Well, if you want to grow in a way. Of course, your number and your email address, if you like to receive phones. I don't, but I still put it in. And you have 5,000 characters in the description. That's a blog. If you love vlogging and blogging, hey, feel free. Put everything you say in it. Don't be afraid. Because every search they do on Google will check on YouTube. Is there content about it? They're going to read the text. Most of all, they listen to every video. So every video you put on YouTube, YouTube will listen to the complete text of everything what you say. Okay? So don't use swear words, all right? Basic visibility, of course, is always public, should be. Okay? That means if you save a video, there's always a chance it's going to be public. So that's why I have two accounts, one private, where I can save everything I feel like, even my children. I have a little one of 9 years old using my account. So yeah, quite a lot of kid stuff in it, okay? So basically, and tags, if you have basic tags, use them there also, okay? There's plenty of room to use tags on YouTube, and we will not become professional YouTubers. That's not the basic idea. It's an extra tool to rank and search, to give people a basic knowledge of what do you do, what's your strong point, what solution do you bring. A lot of questions, people, every business you do, there are a lot of basic questions. Make a presentation, put it up on YouTube, and you can always say, hey, good question, I have a little video about it. Go check it out. That's the way we're going to use YouTube. It's not like every week taping a lot of videos, scripting and everything. I never script. I always go with the flow. All right. For the rest, in the backend, you need nothing else, permissions. That is, if you want to add someone extra, like the Freelance Business Month can add a couple of people in the backend to upload videos, to translate videos, to make description, whatever. So in that way, you can use it. If you have a community, of course, you can say you cannot comment until you're approved. In that way, of course, don't forget, it is a social media platform. Don't get me wrong. You have to ask in your videos questions so that people will comment. Is it hard to get comments? Yes. Okay, but doesn't matter. It's important. You have to ask a question. Try to create interaction between you and the watcher. If you have a comment, take your time to reply. Thank you for the reaction, unless it is advertising. When you start to grow your YouTube channel, quite a lot of chance there will be. I said I always use hold comments for review, because most comments in the beginning are really just, hey, use my program. This is good, but use my program. It's a bit about basic stuff. They put links under it, so I always ask to review it. It's not that you're going to have that many, so it's not really time consuming in the beginning. Okay? That agreements, it's not important. Okay? So that's the only two things where you have to set up your channel one time only. If you make a video on the fly, Corona is over, we can go to places, we want to do a vlog, just drop it, and you know my description is safe for that moment. That doesn't mean that you don't have to go back in every YouTube video to tweak it. Okay? I always go live, just love to go live, but I have a lot of work afterwards. I'm not always doing it. I should do it. But YouTube is evergreen. That means if you don't do anything for quite a time, you're still going to get results. If you're busy, you're busy. Okay? Number one, make sure you get your money in the bank every month to pay everything you need. I love to go on YouTube, more watching than acting, but hey. So I didn't do anything in like five weeks. Still nice numbers. Okay? The only number that you need to watch is you need 4,000 minutes watch time. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have or nothing. How much time do they watch to your channel? Okay? How do you do that? Hey, social media network, I know you and you and you. I have this video. I'm pretty sure you're going to like it. Send a personal note, send a link. Don't drop it on Facebook. Facebook hates YouTube. So no way you're going to reach anybody. Okay? But don't do that. But just go. And the only thing you have to do is check the time. Go as fast as possible over the 4,000 minutes. Okay? Then the other, the reach is the other one you have to watch. Well, it's important is from where does people watch your YouTube channel? Okay, channel pages, YouTube search, suggested videos. Those two is a good sign. When you have good videos, people watch quite a lot of time. YouTube gonna send out your video to more people. Gonna say, hey, check out this video. You're watching about Pokemon Go, right? Shiny. You're gonna see a lot of other videos about Pokemon. All right, and so they don't care you use links, but still, how longer they stay on the channel because of you, the better. And that brings me to the next is always use an end screen in every video. All right, so just check out other suggested video, YouTube search. That's the important one. Okay. Sources you can check out. Google search 25%. Okay. I don't even have a real website. I just have 2 landing pages to do sale pitch. Okay, so I'm never going to get my clients from there. People start looking for growth hacking. Well, I have my channel. So I'm definitely going to find new people, new traffic to my account. Okay, right. So the videos. Hold on. My videos. Go dashboard content. I'm going to use the live videos. Okay. I have one that I made perfect. Okay. I didn't do them all yet. Okay. So every video has a thumbnail. Thumbnail is the first video, and that the click-through rate is based on your thumbnail. What's a thumbnail? It's a hook. It's the newspaper. It's the sensational title. All right? Question mark. This is client research. Seems a lot of people don't do client research. I was surprised, so I made a video about it. It's one of the better videos. All right, so try to create a clear thumbnail because it's very small and people need to click on it because the title, the words in the thumbnail is enough to trigger them. And then after that is in your title, the first 50 characters is visible, 50 to 70, depends on smartphone or tablet, desktop, right? Here I'll write down how, what, why. People go to the YouTube, how to do this? Why should I do that? When do I have to do that? Those questions, how to open a door is a very successful video, okay? How to peel a banana, very successful video, believe it or not. Simple, stupid, kiss, all right? So the title and the thumbnail, when you download it in Canva or wherever, make sure to put in as many words as necessary. Pieter Moens, Giga, growth hacker, consultant, and trainer is in every thumbnail. Because if people look for me on Google and they hit the button pictures, wow, I'm on top of it. Okay, don't be afraid. Use your name in every thumbnail. A lot of pictures getting in the off-building in the pictures. Make a description. I don't like words. I don't like to write. Okay, I'm an easy talker, right? So that's why I love video. But if you're good in content writing, don't be afraid to write every question and the answer, because quite a lot of people going to scan fast. Is this the video I need? Is this the solution I'm looking for? Use that. I'm too lazy for it. Okay, so don't take a look at me. What else do you have to do is the timestamps. When you search on YouTube, sometimes you have on top of everything a small piece of video. Sometimes you see on top of Google is in this fragment of the video, you're going to find your answer of your question. Okay, that's where we want to be. Above the advertising, above everything with the video is the best place to be. So how do you do that? Is clearly state so I work with slides. So every slide is a question. I repeat the question loud and clear. So YouTube is listening. All right, that's a question. All right, that's a video. Thumbnail is about that theme. In the keywords, in the text, it's all about that. So hey, this must be important. This must be the answer they're looking for. That's it. Be sure to be relevant for the question people are asking. Of course, you have to know the questions they ask. So how do you do that? It's pretty simple. 00, double point, 00 point, intro. And then just watch a video. I use the tablet. I click on pause, type in the time, what I'm saying at that point. I just type it, next. And then you're going to have a video with all those timestamps. So if you have a clear question and an answer, there are people looking a lot for it. All right, YouTube, Google will say, hey, listen, let's listen to this. Okay, and that's how you rank over there, because the click-through rate to your website is falling down with about 9% every quarter. Okay, so click-through rate is about gone. Okay, so every video you make, keep in mind, do I answer questions? Okay, and make the timestamps. Right? Of course, here you see the rest. What I did as an experiment is really every question I answer, I just put it in there on the bottom. Still have plenty of room. Okay, it's still it's still young, so it's allowed to make a lot of mistakes and experience. Of course, YouTube Buddy should be your friend. It's not that expensive, but if you want to use YouTube seriously, you just take a subscription of YouTube Buddy. I have an affiliate link, but I just don't find it, so it doesn't matter. And it's for the relevant. Oh, I didn't pay this month. So anyway, they're gonna tell you which keywords are relevant. Yeah, if you don't pay, you only see 3 of them. But if you pay, it's I think it's about 10 euros something. It's not that much. So you use it for months, optimization for every video, and then you just don't pay for a couple months until you have a new batch of videos. And they're gonna tell you, hey, these keywords are successful. They're going to tell you, do you have a thumbnail? Is your end screen like, when you have like 20, 30, 50 videos on your YouTube channel, you want to batch the end screen. And with TubeBuddy, you can do it in one move. Say like, hey, this is the basic. I want this one for every video. Just go ahead and do it for me. Okay. They're also going to show a lot of metrics from other channels, like how do you make fresh coffee when you're surfing in Spain? I don't know, right? So you have to make a video about it, and they will tell you, hey, these videos are like the same, still different, and that's how much reach they're going to have. Then you can check out, all right, how did it do it? Can I do something in the same style? Don't use the same. Language, okay, use that. It's important for the system, for YouTube, that they know, like, okay, this is a Dutch channel. We only need to show it to Dutch-speaking people. Okay, it's that's about every video. So of course, is it entertainment? So it's learning. You should change it. So every video you make sure that you go back in YouTube and do those things. That's all you have to do. Okay. So that's about, and then one thing is subtitles. Okay, YouTube is making the subtitles for you. Okay, what do is duplicate and edit. Always remember, speak clear. Okay, then you know you're never going to have a lot of work to have subtitles, because subtitles are very powerful. If you're working for a boss and you want to watch some YouTube and you can read what they're saying, well, they're going to keep watching. You have to turn on the volume, and the boss is like 5 meters away. Next video. Okay, so if you, when your content is when it's important that you have subtitles, use it. YouTube is making that for you, and you can just go and read and type at the same time. It's funny sometimes. It's funny sometimes what they write and what you say is not always the same. Same like some movies. It's not professional. So that is about how you set up your YouTube channel, and what do you have to do to make sure that YouTube gonna love you, and that most of all Google gonna love you. Okay.